would you like to settle in? Are you quite comfortable? The husband and I have recently become the adoptive parents of 2 small furry minions, and this little potato, when she's not trying to become one with my sweater, has become very fond of this cat mat. I made the cat mat a few years back when Mischief needed something to sit on between her and a heating pad, because aging kitties get arthritis and a heating pad can be quite helpful. This one just likes to wrap herself up in that one, and unfortunately it has spent the past couple of years in a kitty carrier that has been stored at the house of a family member who smokes. Let's just say there's no amount of Febreze that's getting that smell out of the carrier. The mat's been through the wash a couple of times and it's still kind of stinky. So I think it's time that we make a new one. You look really comfortable, like this is decadence at its peak. Peak decadence kitty, yes. While preparing for our move to this house, I was going through a couple of closets and happened to find a bunch of Bernat Blanket, which is exactly what I used to make the other mat. I've got purple and white stripes, I've got burgundy, and I've got blue. And I think I've got about 5 or 6 balls of the stuff. So I'm going to make 1, maybe 2 cat mats. Really, I think the one that I've got here was made from 1 full ball, but you could totally half it and get a couple of different squares out of it. It's really simple. It's just a regular, ordinary granny square. The texture of the yarn is a kind of chenille, I think, but it creates a lot of drag on the wool, and as a result it can take a while to get one of these things done, and my daylight is fading. So what I think I'm going to do is pop some laundry into the washer, maybe put on a TV show and get cracking, maybe making a cat mat, and hopefully this little one and her sister will approve of them. Sound good? You all right with that? All right, let's do it. You're going to make it hard to get to work, aren't you? She'd stay like this all day if she could, seriously. All right, let me up. By the time I got my ducks in a row, the sun had faded. While I know where my studio lighting is, their controls had been misplaced, so I continued on the next day, settling in to work as best I could considering the distractions. As mentioned, this is a really basic pattern. I've seen it or a variation in a number of other sources. I think there's even a version in Ye Olde 99 Granny Squares to Crochet by Leisure Arts. Basically, you start with a central motif, in this case a ring, into which you chain 3 and then do 15 additional double crochets, 16 in total. Then you double the amount of stitches on the next go round. Finally, you divide all of this up into 4 and double crochet twice, chain 2, double crochet twice again at the corners. I know, if you've just taken up crochet, that's a lot to parse. If you want a well-written set of instructions, I suggest looking up Jennifer's 20-minute pet rug on Ravelry. Yes, this took a lot longer than 20 minutes. Link in the description below. Unlike the pattern, I didn't stop after about 3 rounds of the squared pattern. I just kept going until the last color change in the yarn, hence taking more than 20 minutes. Though I'm slow enough at crochet, this would take more than 20 minutes anyhow. Tell me all about your own adventures in keeping cozy, both yourself and your pet, in the comments below. I've got a lot going on, what with trying to get everything set up to start sewing again, so I'll be seeing you guys soon.